Good afternoon, gentlemen. All right, I went ahead and was able to get on the roof over the weekend, and I'm going to kind of go through a few of the bullet points with the cameras. I know the 30 megapixel was, we had some reservations due to pricing, but when I did actually put it up on the roof, we were not able to catch the entire parking lot. So my suggestion now is the 16 megapixel and do two of them, one on each side of the building. We're going to split this, crossfire it, and we're going to have the entire parking lot, near and far, all covered. In case this is not within the price range, I went ahead and did a 5 megapixel. I'm going to suggest 8 megapixel on the back. I just didn't have any in my demo kit of the 8 megapixel. It's a fairly new camera, but 5 is going to be just good enough to show you the exact view of what you're looking at. This camera here on the bottom is your average standard surveillance camera. This was a high-end Bosch camera that sold for about $400 or $500 about 8 years ago. Something similar nowadays would be in the $150 to $200 family. But I wanted to put this here to compare apples to apples. This is probably something you guys are similar to using right now with your current surveillance system that you have at the other locations. So just gives you an idea of view, but you're not going to get any clarity, with that particular camera. So let's go ahead and kind of give you an idea and show you around here. I'm going to kind of zoom into this back far corner on this area. And this is with the 5 megapixel. Superb, still very good detailed views. You're able to make out that those are 3 white cars and a red SUV, and it's decent. It's decent quality. Same thing with the analog. We're going to kind of zoom into this same section, and we're not able to make out that those are even vehicles in the first place. And then now we'll go up to the 16 megapixel, and you're able to see the kind of clarity that we're talking about. Most cameras, nowadays the camera systems, they don't allow the ability to zoom in, zoom out. They might live, but for it to do it after the video has been recorded is very rare. Avigilon is one of the few companies out there that do it and do a great job of it, so we're able to still zoom into those sections. So if this is the type of quality you're looking for, I'm not sure, but that's completely up to you guys on what you're looking for to cover this back lot. Okay, now working with the 16 megapixel here, I got my lovely assistant here, Anthony. He's going to kind of give us an idea of what we're dealing with. You can see I'm able to still zoom in. Perfectly clear license plates in the background. You can see the distance that we're dealing with here. No other cameras. I'm sure you're going to be able to zoom in after and be able to actually catch license plates. We're able to see, phenomenal detail. You even see here one of your staff members, employees, put the right rear on the curb. Probably the one that caused this mark to happen. Drove up, parked the car on the curb. So these are kind of things that you can actually, take a look at. As our subject gets out here, we're able to, get a better and better view, of him as he moves through the parking lot. You can see the red box that's on him. This is the video analytics at work. So the video analytics is going to decipher what a true person is versus what a car is. So as you can see, as these cars come through, they have blue boxes that are getting put around them. And then as a person comes through, they get a red box. So this is going to be able to help this data work for you. So to give you an example, you're going to be able to, if someone's in the back parking lot for X amount of time, you can set up a rule to say, persons in the back parking lot for more than 2 minutes, send the next salesperson a text message, an email. You can even use the Windows portion of your computer to send off a bell or a whistle. You can set up a strobe light, something silent. The sky's the limit. So you guys have a unique situation with that back parking lot. Your entire sales floor is in the front of the building. For your showroom, and your entire lot is in the back of the building. So this is crucial for you guys to be able to keep track of a customer that's just roaming through the back lot without having to sit there and stare at cameras all day long. You're now having a strobe light or a bell or a whistle go off to alert the next salesperson. I can even set it up to where when the when there is an actual video analytic happening and there is a person over here, it would automatically bring that camera up to an available square with showing you that person that's in that parking lot. So it can actually just populate and pop right up and to give that salesperson the notification that they're looking for. Okay, the other thing I wanted to go over with you is the different views that you can do with this camera. So now, to give you an example, I can take this camera and I'm just going to pick, these are all your different views. I can do 36 views, which usually would represent a camera. For this particular demonstration, I'm just going to use this 6th view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video for a second. I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to drag and drop each camera into a different square. Like I said, this would typically represent a camera, but we're taking the same exact camera and we're putting it in different sections. Now I'm going to go to this back lot and I'm going to zoom in and make that a camera. And I'm going to zoom into this section over here and make that a camera. And I'm going to come over to this aisle way down here and make that a camera. I'm going to come over to here and make this a camera. So you're now able to take these cameras and turn them into multiple different views in different areas, all using that same one camera. So it's almost just like you have, I couldn't put a camera on this light post out here to catch this back red SUV with the kind of clarity that this one camera can do, but you can imagine having multiple cameras all over the place, what kind of cost it would be. Seeing cameras is kind of an eyesore, the cabling, the labor, blah, blah, blah. With this one, I'm able to get you views just like you had a camera on that street light post. The next thing I wanted to bring your attention is if you do decide to do the camera systems at different dealerships, these are your different sites. So this is my house, this is a laptop that's going to represent your guys' site. At the Keeley dealership in Auburn Hills, this is my parents' home. So all I gotta do is just do a drop down, and for this particular example, I'll just do we'll do the sixth division again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple cameras from my house. We'll actually use these TVs here as an example. I can go ahead and take my front camera from my house. So I got a TV in there. Let me go ahead and put the back camera to my house, my front camera to the house. Now let me go to my dad's. Let me grab his pool camera, put that into there. Now let me go to you guys, which is your location. I'm going to grab the 16 megapixel, throw it into there. Grab the 5 megapixel, put it into here. So now I could go ahead and hit play, and now you're going to be able to see that all these locations, there's Anthony moving through. Here's the pool camera. You know, here is my home with cars driving by, the backyard camera. I can still zoom into different sections of that. So you can see, and this is after the video's been recorded. You can also do it live, of course, but you can imagine logging into your computer in your office, wanting to watch certain cameras at 5 or 6 different dealerships. You can do this seamlessly, you know, as it's live or recorded. All this video is going to be there for you.